Hey guys, Sunny here, and I want to do a quick video update to let you guys know how my growth hormone therapy has been going. It took about 5 or 6 months, but my insurance company finally agreed to approve the Nutropin. My endocrinologist actually had to call and yell at them to get them to approve it because they're trying to put me through a growth hormone stimulation test that I really didn't need. I already had the diagnosis. They were just trying to run around in make us run around in circles so that they wouldn't have to, try to scare us off so they wouldn't have to pay for the treatment, which is really expensive. But I'm approved, and it actually doesn't cost me a dime thanks to the Nutropin GPS program. So I've got my stuff here, and this is the stuff that OptumRx sent me. They sent me a, OptumRx is the pharmacy that I go through. That's the only pharmacy that my insurance company will approve the Nutropin through, for their coverage. But they sent me this Sharps container free of charge, and that contains all of my used needles. I've already got a few in there. They sent me a little baggie full of the really little tiny needles that I use for the Nutropin injections, and I put them in this little jar that I had because I like to be fancy. And they also sent this box of alcohol swabs, and inside here I actually have some gauze pads that I put in myself that sometimes when I give myself the injection, I'll cut myself on accident with the needle, pulling it out, because I haven't really gotten the hang of taking it straight outwards yet. So sometimes I cut myself and there's a little bit of blood. But that's what those are for. And all that stuff, I get that out, put it out here every day when I'm preparing my shot. I've got an ice pack in the freezer that helps me with that. Maybe sometime in the future I'll do a walkthrough of how I do my injection. But as of right now, I'm really not comfortable doing that yet. We'll see when I finally get the hang of it. But this thing right here is what Nutropin sent me. And they sent me this actually before I was even approved by my insurance company. Just a little free packet full of helpful information about the Nutropin. Growth hormone therapy includes like it's got a pamphlet and a DVD. Thing about Nutropin GPS, which if you're thinking about getting on Nutropin, or if you're concerned about the cost of it, you really shouldn't be concerned about it if you have insurance that will approve Nutropin, because the Nutropin GPS program actually gives, excuse me, it actually gives about, I think it was $1,500 to help cover the copay cost just right off the bat. There's another one with a higher amount that you can apply for if your treatment is more expensive, but this one they just give away to anybody who says they need it for their treatment. And this also came with like a waterproof container to put your Nutropin pen in when you're traveling, if you have to put it in a cooler, because it does have to be refrigerated. And in here, this is kind of neat. It's like a little calendar that helps me keep track of where injections are, but really where I did my injections, But really all that I use this for, because I actually track my injection sites in another thing, which I'll show you soon. But I use this to make sure I'm injecting in the correct places to get the least painful shot possible. So far, I have had completely painless shots, except for one time when I fumbled with the pen, and that was painful, but accidental. But thanks to the injection training nurse that Nutropin sent to help me out, to teach me how to actually give myself the injections, I know how to give myself the shots very well, and it's relatively painless. The only part that really hurts is when the medicine itself goes in. And that only lasts for a few moments. And it really, having an ice pack really helps with that. But anyway, this is the packet they send. I keep all of my Nutropin stuff in there. And I keep it on hand. And I guess I can go ahead and show you my Nutropin pen itself. Keep it right here in the top drawer of my fridge, in this fancy little bag that I had. They didn't give me a container for it. Outside of the cardboard container that it comes in, so I took the liberty of putting it into something a little bit nicer. But here it is. It's very simple. It's so easy to use. I really like it. The cap comes off. One moment. I don't want to break break it, so. Okay, the cat twists off a little bit, and here's the medication. You're not supposed to use it when it's cloudy. Mine looks cloudy, but it's really not. It's just the condensation on it. Let's see, you can, oops, wipe that condensation away. But I'm gonna put this back in there. Before I do my injection, I set it out for like a half hour, or not half hour, 20 minutes beforehand, so that it comes to room temperature, so that it is a little bit less painful to inject with. And of course, put it right back when I'm done. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to the awesome people that send me drawings and letters from DeviantArt. I got some really cool friends on there, and I put their stuff up on my fridge, and that is where it stays. There was more stuff that was sent to me, but it's in a keepsake container now, because I don't want it to get knocked off the fridge, and there's not a whole lot of room left on there. But anyway, that's all my stuff for the Nutropin. And this right here is my treatment tracker that I got for myself. It's just a regular academic notebook for like a day planner thing. And I use it to keep track of you know, how the shot's been going, where I inject myself, whether it's painful or whatnot. All those little symbols you see there, I actually just, to make things a little bit easier because I have limited space, I have a little legend down here, my instructions. So I'm really all set for all that stuff. I made a mistake, you can see. It's not perfect, but it keeps track of my stuff. I've even been keeping track of my weight, how much I sleep, and my calorie intake for each day, so that I can you know, see if the symptoms that I have are based on not getting enough sleep or not eating right. I can watch my see if my weight's going to go down, because that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to with the Nutropin, is my actual body mass becoming a little bit more normal. Because people who have growth hormone deficiency, actually, their bodies don't hold body fat in the correct way. It all kind of builds at the front. I'd show you what I mean, but I'm actually kind of self-conscious about my stomach area, so I'm not going to put that on camera if I don't have to. But it's it almost kind of looks like you're pregnant, and it's really embarrassing. But the thing that the growth hormone injections do, one of the many things that it does, is it will actually help your body redistribute that belly fat, or the body fat, to the correct locations, so that you don't get that pot belly look. And another thing, the absolute best part of this is going to be the increase in energy levels. You know, being able to do more throughout the day. I've actually been doing, I've only been on the growth hormone treatment for about a week now. So honestly, the growth hormone hasn't been able to take effect yet. For me, it's actually going to take about, I think the injection training nurse told me it was going to be at about 2 months. And the people in my PHP support group have also reiterated that it will take a few months for it to really, before you can notice anything. But my endocrinologist actually recently switched me from taking prednisone once a day to hydrocortisone twice a day, at a higher dose too. And my fiance and I have both noticed a great boost in my energy levels. I've been able to do a lot more. With starting this new growth hormone treatment, I'm tempted to blame it on that, but I know that it hasn't had enough time to set in yet. I'm just happy that I've got a lot of energy to do stuff. Like, my whole house is actually clean. Every room is spotless, and I am so happy. I actually cleaned out my storage room, which normally would remain closed at all times because it was essentially a hoarding room. But now look at how clean it is, and I even got my exercise equipment out. I'm so excited to feel healthy again. And of course, over here I've got my closet full of stacked boxes. But I am so excited. And really, I think that's really all I've got to say here for my growth hormone update. If you guys have any questions about this whatsoever, please go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I would be happy to reply, or if I get enough, maybe I'll make a answering questions video or something. But yeah, that's it. I hope that it was helpful, and I'll update you guys on how I'm doing here in maybe a month or so. Oh, one more thing. You can add me on MyFitnessPal. It's a calorie tracker, and where I've been keeping track of what I'm eating, what little exercise that I do. That's going to change. I'm going to be doing a lot more exercise when I've got a lot more energy. Because even though I've got all the energy to do my household chores and stuff, I still get burned out very easily. So my exercise intolerance has not left the building yet. But when it does, I'm going to be adding that on there. But you can add me as a friend on MyFitnessPal, and I would love to help. We can keep each other motivated. My username there is CrypticGrin as well. I'll have a link in the description to my profile, so you can add me. And yeah, I do believe that is it. I will talk to you folks later. See ya.